Okay, so what we have here is the analog instrument. This is 2 oscillators, 2 filters, kind of meant to emulate like a analog synthesizer mostly. Now, I'm not going to go into an insane amount of detail on programming this until we get to the sound design section of this class, which will be in another section or two, I can't remember. But I do have a whole separate series of classes on sound design if you want to get really deep into how any of these instruments work. Check that out. In the meantime, we will go into some detail on how all of these work. But in the meantime, a quick way to get a more interesting sound than just some of these defaults is just to layer them. So you can hear this one I have here. Really bright, right? So one thing that I like to do sometimes is just take this track. I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, now I have same clip, the same instruments, everything. And that was just control click, duplicate. And you have to do that on the name of the track. If you do it on the clip, it's just going to duplicate the clip. But if you do it on the track, it's going to take all your settings and everything and put it down to the next one. So now I'm going to go down to my duplicate. I'm going to switch the instruments. Let's go to something a little weirder, like a wavetable. And let's do like a rhythmic synth. Let's throw that on there. And let's hear that by itself. Okay, so this is a mono synth, meaning it can only play one note at a time. That's cool. But let's make sure it plays the note at a time. I want it to play our bass note. So let's be sure we're only giving it one note at a time. Okay, so some synths are mono and some are polyphonic, meaning they can play more than one note at a time. I still want more than that though, so I'm gonna go back up here and duplicate this one again. And let's still stick to our rhythmic synths. Let's throw that on there. So this has an arpeggiator on it, so that means it's going to play only one note at a time, but it's going to play all the notes we give it, just in order, going up and down. Okay, so let's hear all 3 of our synths now. Let's hear everything. Cool, I kind of like that. Let's emphasize that bass a little bit more. I'm going to duplicate this one more time. And let's use a good bass sound. So I'm going to go to, I don't know. Operator is a good all-around synth. I'm going to go to its bass preset. Something nice and clean like that. And now I'm going to go into this clip. I'm going to select all the notes, and I want to move these notes down an octave to make them real bassy. So I'm going to, now that I have all the notes selected, I'm going to do shift and then down arrow. That's going to drop everything down an octave. There we go. So let's hear just that bass. Nice. Good meaty bass. Let's hear everything now. What if we did this? Just out of curiosity. What if we took all this string stuff from the intro that sounds like this? What if we took that and layered that on top of that? Will that work? I don't know if harmonically that's going to work, meaning like, are the notes going to line up? I don't know, I'm just curious. send that out another time. So I'm going to select these 4 clips and duplicate them so that they pop over to the right. Let's see what happens here. Cool. I rather like that. So layering synths is a good way to get a kind of original sound just out of some of the presets that are built in there.